So have you ever thought about what it would be like to be able to just, turn invisible on the fly, like kind of like this, just kind of go in and out, your voice is still talking, but your body's not there, and you just come back in, and then, you're at the grocery store, you see somebody you really don't want to talk to, maybe he stole some of your cookies back when you were about 5 years old, and you're still mad about that, and then you just kind of want to go, where'd he go? Man, that was a close one. Okay, it's Halloween, alright, I can do that. So I have done something really crazy. Honestly, it's one of the most biggest decisions I've ever made in my life. And over the past several years, past 5 years, I made some pretty big decisions. Finally married the love of my life, just had a little girl this past February, and now I have finally got my dream computer from IronSide Computers for YouTube. My dream of YouTube. YouTube is my passion. I finally made the sacrifice and was able to actually get a computer that's a freaking monster. So yeah, literally 3.5 years I've been working off of a laptop. And while I understand laptops aren't exactly what you would want for gaming, high intensity, high quality YouTube video stuff, and at the time we just moved out to the country and we only had satellite internet available, which means uploading videos was a pain in the butt. Don't even talk to me. So I was uploading videos at least 3 to 4 times a week, and I was going to Starbucks every other day, going to upload videos. I have to go out there to download stuff because my download and upload speed was trash. And while that was kind of a difficult time in my life, it was also some of the most best moments out there. But that's why I chose to get a laptop, so I could just bring my laptop there and just upload it straight on. But the problem, I didn't quite do enough research. In fact, my graphics card was actually a tablet graphics card, and while it's able to play most, I won't even say most, able to play some games at, the lowest graphics possible, I still had a lot of problems with it, and it was a pain in the butt altogether, y'all. If you're considering starting YouTube, I highly recommend getting a desktop. It hasn't really sunk in yet, but I just went inside there and got the laptop of my dreams. Or at least that's what I thought I had at the time. You see, it didn't quite measure up to what I was, hoping it would be, but it definitely helped me get by, the past, 2.5, almost 3 years. I mean, I'm highly grateful for that thing. It definitely helped me get through up until this point. So I found IronSide Computers about a couple of years ago, and I was just dreaming of having something like that one day. All of my friends, everybody told me, building your own PC is the way to go. And honestly, I would want it to be done right. I don't mind paying a little extra mile for them, to put it together for you. Frankly, IronSide Computers, they sell their stuff for a really reasonable price for, there be kind of sorta labor involved too. That way it saves you from getting scammed on the internet, buying the wrong part, having to ship it back. That just sounded ridiculous to me. But I saw some of my YouTubers were actually using IronSide Computers, and some of their stuff on there is just phenomenal for phenomenal prices too. And actually last year for my 22nd birthday, we were in just a completely different place than where we were right now. If I recall, in my birthday video, I was talking about how much I was dreaming literally about getting this computer from IronSide. Yes. And yet, 1 whole year later, here I am. I mean, here we are right now. I first have to give God thanks. Thank you, God, for making this very possible. And I also have to thank you guys, too, for supporting me on my YouTube channel. I was able to get my first paycheck earlier this year from YouTube. So we had money from that, and of course Patreon. I only have one guy supporting me on Patreon this whole time. That was Josh from, I hit my table, and that was Josh from Small Church Media. Josh, you've been dedicated on it, man. I really thank you for the help. You'd be surprised how much $5 a month could actually take you. Month after month after month. I mean, stuff like that. It really does add up. That's why you always gotta count the small stuff. And on top of that, the job I had at the time last year, I was getting paid dirt for change pretty much. I was just a security guard yard from this local subdivision. At the time, I really did not understand why God exactly had me there at the time, but now I completely understand. I'd say about 3-4 months into there, you know, I won't go into the full story, but there was a guy that had a wreck there, and his father lived at the subdivision at the time. Needless to say, I was on shift. I was the guy that called 911, and you know, the dad came up to me several days later, thanked me, and he said, "Hey, I'm a mill manager at a so-and-so chip company. I don't want you guys stalking me." And he gave me this job opportunity that literally pays more than double than what I was making with a security company. So no brainer, I went to that. And I mean, it still took a while just to get to this point. We worked a lot of overtime, and of course that with Patreon and you got YouTube channel working together, we were finally able to build up enough money to get my dream computer.
I did it. I actually just did it. Wow. Wow.
Even now, it honestly seems so surreal. Like this, it feels like a dream. I cannot believe I literally have it. I mean, I kid you not, my feelings at the time when I bought it, I honestly felt like breaking down crying. It was something I wanted, but most importantly, I understood that it was something that I really needed. YouTube is my passion. I don't think anybody really understands how much I really feel for creating videos for you guys. Generally, I have a hard time talking to people in my personal life about it because I just, you know, if you don't have a dream or a passion that other people can really relate to, it's really hard for them to understand your struggles. And I mean, they'll say, why would you spend all this money on, you know, just YouTube? Or why would you blow savings on this and that? You could have been saving for something even better, something that's more reliable. Sometimes I don't understand things that I do. I'm just gonna be real with y'all, but I know there's a defined purpose for it. So far, I've not had any problems with this thing. Editing has been a lot easier, other than the fact, you know, balancing having an 8-month-old and, you know, just spending time with your family and a lot of work. Did I say a lot of work? A lot of work. I literally have everything I need to do YouTube now, and frankly, the only thing I'm missing now is the time for it. But now I'm trying to learn how to make a good routine to where I do have the time. But for those out there who are also doing YouTube or thinking about doing YouTube, don't let this fool you here. Like I said, I've been doing this for a very long time. I have a clear direction where I want to go. I've already built my skills on something that wasn't anywhere near this great. It's not exactly what you have, but it's what you do with what you have. And I mean, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start in order to be great.
All right, y'all, this is my dream computer. I'm excited. I feel like crying right now. I'm so excited. Oh, okay. The packaging is quite a packaging. Wow! Look, this cushion over here on this side, like all the sides, including the top, are padded. Gently are going to be just on this deck. You got the IronSide logo. Take a good look at that. You know it's legit, man. Oh. Yeah, look at the side. They got padding on the inside, protecting everything. This is almost the best of the best that they had on the website, but this was the Nemesis. Insane specs on this computer.
Oh my faces.
Can't quite do it. Alright, real quick, taking a pause break. My wife just stuck herself in the box. That's how big it is. I guess we're shipping you back to Wisconsin. So I guess enough of my fooling around on the outside part. Let's actually see what the inside is all about. We'll go ahead and get this foam protection out of here. Ah, beautiful. Alright, this is a technology I've never seen before. You know, we probably found this whenever we raided Area 51. You just pat. No, I'm just gonna take it out. Okay, that's enough goofing around. Oh my god, that looks amazing. The fan's so pretty. 16 gigabytes of RAM. Oh lord, alright.
You don't need a high quality quality fancy camera or this big beast Nemesis advanced series from IronSide, microphone, all the fancy lights. You don't need any of this stuff in order to start. You don't need this stuff to make good content. That's the main point I'm trying to come across. If you have a smartphone, use it. Start making videos with it, because then by the time you're able to get some of this stuff here, your skills will be sharp enough to really know how to utilize everything. And I like to think of this whole process like writing a book. It would be senseless to spend all this money writing and publishing a book that has no story to it. Find your story first. What are you supposed to do? Sharpen those book writing skills, alright? There's no reason to have a fancy camera, computer, lights with no story to tell. And thus, I am here today. I finally made it here. And I mean, our channel right now, we're at 5,800 subscribers. The support's literally getting crazy, and like I said before, I thank you guys so much for the support, and I have to once again give thanks to God for everything He's done for me and my family. It took a long time to do. We finally did it, boys and girls. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.